Good on you. Plans for next year?
Uni.
Yes,
indeed.
Auckland?
Yes, I'm just saying that just in case my mum's watching.
There you go, Mum.
No, it'll probably be Auckland. I'm such a homebody. Me and my family are super close, like real close. And if I go to Auckland, I can always just shoot home on the weekends. Whereas if I'm in Wellington, which is another option for me, I can't just come home on the weekend.
It's a big drive.
And plane tickets, I'm going to be a uni student. I'm not going to have that kind of money.
No.
So it'll most probably be Auckland. And even though I'm saying to Mum, I want to go to Wellington, I want to, be free. Mama knows best. She's always known best and she knows me. So it'll most probably be Auckland.
Have you been to Wellington, though?
I've been once, but it was when I was about 15. So I wasn't really thinking about the whole living aspect being in Wellington. It was more about, woohoo, we're on vacation in a different city. Just gonna, walk around and do my thing.
It's fun.
Yeah, I know.
Wellington's good.
I haven't heard a bad word about Wellington, pretty much.
The nightlife is good down there, isn't it?
Sorry?
The nightlife.
Yeah, and the scene is pretty strong. Well, Auckland as well, of course. But, but Wellington
hits different, though.
I see it as more alternative.
Alternative down there.
Yeah, and I feel like there's just lots of different crowds of people, but they're also kind to each other. I don't know if I'm wrong or naive, but everyone just seems so cool down there. Just a different clan.
It's a different vibe, yeah.
100%.
And how are you feeling about going to Auckland? So you were considering musical theatre, you said? And
yeah, I think I'm just going to study the performing arts as I want to major in business and property management and then minor in the performing arts. But knowing me, you'll ask me next week and my plans will change.
So I was thinking about the business side of things. So you want to kind of put things together, have the knowledge, but still be in the arts and see how you can navigate that.
Because I personally think having a business degree, is quite a good thing to have up your sleeve. Lots of opportunities will arise from it. And but if I go to uni and, as I was saying, with musical theatre, just study musical theatre, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. You can always do it after.
Totally.
You can always do a different course, but that would be cool.
Yeah, exactly.
If you were not doing music, do you know what other things you would be interested in? Do you have because life changes, things just, hey, Christine.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I've been really interested in law and psychology with criminology for probably about 7 years. Very long time. But that would definitely be an option for me if all goes to shit with my music. But I'm kind of just biding my time and hoping and waiting for a potential opportunity to arise for me to just take it and hopefully, work with my music more and more.
And you put the effort, right? You put a lot of time into it. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're not just kind of sitting,
waiting for it to be handed. No,
you put the time on, you put the energy and the love. So
100%. I hate saying it, but nothing in life comes for free. I'm a big believer in karmic cycles, and what you put out is what you get back. And exactly, that is technically not for free because you've already put it out. You're getting it back. So I'm not here to just be I'm waiting. No, I'm out there doing gigs, emailing people. I wouldn't be sitting here today unless I got in contact with you, and talking to people. And, it's all about communication, mostly.
Mom is an artist, right?
Yeah, she is.
So she's definitely backing you up.
100%. Yep. Yeah, she's incredible.
So she's a singer as well?
No, she's actually a
painting.
Visual
wow.
artist.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
that's
she's
cool.
super talented.
Yeah.
I'm a bit envious because I can't draw. I mean, you can't do everything, right? But no, she's absolutely incredible.
What's Mom's name? If people want to have a look at her work, we're going to do the promo for you. Let's do it for
cool.
Mom as well. Why not?
I actually don't know.
Oh, yay!
It's Raina Cottier Artist or Raina Cottier Art.
But there's already a good way to.
Sorry, Mum.
No, it's fine. But people will definitely find Raina Cottier, right?
Yeah.
I think that's how I.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Raina Cottier Art on Instagram and Facebook.
That's good. There you go. That
Shout
shout out to mom. Yeah, let's go. Do you think about traveling around the world? Do you have that thing on you or nah? Just
Yeah.
because mom did, right? I remember when we had the production last year. I think we were just sending emails because of the support that she brought to the school, and I think I had a look at her website and I could see all those colors and places, and then we started to talk about South America, which was pretty cool. So I was wondering, I was like, Brielle might have one of those, you know.
Oh, I get so annoyed when she goes places without me. Like, when she went to Peru, I was like, how dare you? She had like Machu Picchu and Amazon and everything, but I mean, she did it for her birthday with her best friend, so I guess I couldn't really tag along. But still, mum. But definitely, once I start traveling, I just get the travel bug and want to go and go and go and go and go and go. But obviously, I haven't traveled so long because of the C word.
Yeah.
I just kind of am chilling right now, but definitely want to travel because, you know, that's where you get most of your experiences from. That's how you learn and grow as a person. So definitely on the list. It just depends on when the time's right.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Hopefully as an artist, right? So you can get paid to travel even better, right?
Exactly. Ooh. Smart. Work smarter, not harder.
Hard out.
That's right.
Yeah. So after seeing photos of mum in Peru, that's probably going to be stop number one. Right. Like, that's so wicked what she did.
She went to more places, right? In South America, I think so. I don't remember. I think she said something. It's a beautiful place to go and be a tourist. Definitely.
100%. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry.
To live. There are some struggles there, but the culture, the colors, the smells, you know, everything is inspiring.
Yeah.
So for artists, I think it makes a lot of sense to go out there and get things out of the places.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know about this album project. So tell us more. What's happening?
What one? I've got 2 on the go at the moment.
Shit.
Yeah.
Tell us about both then.
Yeah, tell us about both.
Go.
Right. So first one is my own one. Still don't know what I'm quite doing with it. Just it's there. Still just gonna like pick at it, change it up, do this, do that, and I'm just waiting until I find the right person to produce it for me. I have a couple in mind, but I'm just still, you know, weighing things up and waiting. But I've also in year 13 at Magri Bay, and I take business class and also music. And my friend Brooke is in both of those classes with me. And then my friend Scarlett is in business with us. And we decided to be a business group together. And obviously in business, the task is make business.
Mm-hmm.
So Brooke and I really wanted to, you know, make our business our passion, which is music. So why not produce an album? And we were like, well, how can Scarlett fit into this? Like, you know, she doesn't play an instrument and she doesn't sing. Why don't we film a documentary with it? So she's filming pretty much everything we do. But in saying that, Scarlett also has a lot of musical input with song lyrics and the way the song is arranged. It's like, even though she doesn't think she knows what she's doing, she's got it going on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're currently, you know, filming a documentary and making an album together. So that's the whole, I was telling you guys about it before, Another High Key February. That's kind of our name that we're going for. And
cool.
Yeah. So that's.
And how long have you 3 been working on it for? Obviously, is it a school project?
Yeah.
So, just since the beginning of this year?
Yeah, beginning of February.
That's fresh.
In the name.
Yeah.
So, I guess. Yeah. So that's cool. And we're kind of just taking every opportunity that we can. So, for example, Rock Quest is in July. So we're going to go and do that. But Rock Quest is 4 days before I get my tonsils out. So if we get through, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wow, it'll be interesting.
Have you heard someone who's had their tonsils out before?
No.
I was 16 when I got mine out, and not a lie, I sound like Kermit the Frog.
No.
It was ridiculous. Not to ski. It could be different for you, but that was just me. I sound like Kermit the Frog. It was horrible.
How was that for you? How was getting your tonsils out?
It was 3 days. Like, like besides sounding like Kermit, I wasn't sore or anything like that.
Cool.
Like went out and couldn't eat like mashed potatoes and stuff. That was kind of it. But yeah,
All good.
just Kermit.
Cool.
Yeah,
Because they kind of
it could be a sound for you though, Kermit.
Oh yeah,
you
make
go.
a track on the album.
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog. Yes.
So what's the thing? Why do you have to remove it? I don't even know. What is it, an inflammation thing or yes?
Pretty much, it's just like you know how you get a sore throat. That times 1,000 because your tonsils
really
are so swollen
Yeah,
and just
you have to get it like so many times in a year or something along those lines. Like,
yeah. I had it 7 times last year. which
and that's
then-
like the number, isn't it?
yeah.
Because I think that's why. Like you're probably getting it since you were a kid, right?
No, actually.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm one
wow.
of the odd cases. I've had it. First time I got it was February 2021, so last year,
Yeah.
and it was just hell, and it led to glandular fever. And actually, during the production for today, Mercury Bay Aeroschool, I had glandular fever and tonsillitis, and I
Oh,
was
wow.
so sick. But I was just on a shit ton of painkillers and went out on
Gotta
stage.
do
And
it.
I,
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
and I was backstage lying down, like trying not to like fall asleep because it's just
Damn.
glandular fever just makes you so fatigued.
Yeah.
So I was just like, gotta stay awake, gotta go. And once the 4 days was over, the 4 shows over the 3 days was over, I just crashed. I was like, I'm out, I'm
gonna
done.
sleep for a whole week.
Pretty much. And since I had tonsillitis, 7 times in a year, I just said to Mum, I have to get them out. I cannot go to uni and struggle with my tonsils because if I get tonsillitis, it wipes me out. I can't work, I can't study, I can't do anything. Without work, you've got no money, so therefore I can't pay my bills and I can't do anything. So it's like,
Yeah.
Get them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So they are gone July the 6th,
Okay, so Rock Quest is gonna be
2nd of July.
will be a cool place to start and see. So are you so just to make sure that I got it, 2 albums, different projects. Are you thinking about using like, how is the thing, like, are you gonna compose songs with Brooke for one project and then the other one is all your stuff, or you might mix them? You don't know yet.
Keeping all of my stuff separate.
So you're essentially going to perform twice.
Oh yeah, can you do that for
Yeah, you're allowed,
the
like,
Rock Quest, or no? You're
band
gonna
and
go
solo?
with
Ooh, I actually didn't think of that.
yeah,
Sign
I
up,
don't
girl.
know how it works
Because
as
I
well,
said
but,
to Mr.
you
Mulholland, my teacher, give me an honest answer. Do you think I and Brooke have a better shot at winning Rock Quest solos or as a duo? And he just said as a duo. So I didn't even think
Yeah,
of going in
cool.
on my own. So we put our names together. But I heard something about last year. It's not a definite, but it's just something that Brooke had a read of. For Rock Quest, you can't perform songs that you've put in an album or are going to put in an album in the same year. So we might have to, write 2 extra songs for Rock Quest, and then if we get through, another extra song. And might not be able to use them in an album. That information may be wrong, but it's just extra work. But
Okay.
do the mahi, get the treats.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. How is it to write with a friend? How is it to
Yeah.
compose? Both process. You have your own, and then right. How does it work?
It's really hard, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you write music, you're in such a vulnerable state, and Brooke and I only really came close this year. Like, we were always friends and chatted and whatnot, but it was only this year that we came close. And to throw ourselves into music, which is so raw and emotional, it's like, ooh, do I want to be telling
It's
you
probably
about
even extra more vulnerable, wouldn't it be? Because you could be feeling a certain type of way, and she's like, no, not feeling it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
And with lyrics, it's like you got to run everything by someone else, which totally happy to do. But I'm just so used to being on my own. It's not like that. So it's like, oh, I have to check that with Brooke. Oh, before I put that in, I have to check it with this person.
Yeah.
It's just like so different.
So you share both, thus the music parts and also the lyrics. You do both together.
Yeah.
Ah.
For example, one of our songs, I just put together a bunch of chords and she said, that sounds good. So we used that. there's a fly.
Yeah.
So
the
we
plants,
use that.
right? The plants. Yeah, it is true.
So we use those chords for a song, and then we'll just both put together. We'll think of an idea of what we want the theme to be for a song, and then we'll just start writing. And then she'll come up with cool chords, and let's use that. And then very free. We don't have structure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but you have music teachers to support you, right? Which is cool. They can have a look and see, okay, go this way.
Yeah,
that way,
and
yeah.
I'm reminded of my music teachers by hearing you smashing on the drums in the next door room.
Whoa.
The music rooms at school are like
Trying to focus, ain't Brielle?
right
Then
next to each
suddenly,
other. It's great. It's like, that could be a cool beat. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Disrupting
It's a cool
classes,
beat.
bro.
I love it. I love it. It's so good because when we're filming for our documentary,
Ooh.
Background music.
yeah.
This
Wow.
fella.
So how would you feel? You're not going to copyright me, are you?
I don't think so. Nah, accidental. Oops, incidental. Oops, sorry about that. You can knock at the door and say, "Come on, man,
Leo, shut up.
shut up."
Yeah.
No, I could never. Like when people interrupt me when I'm doing my music stuff, I'm like, the audacity. I'm in the zone. Like, don't pop that bubble. Like, I love listening. Because I can't play the drums. Super
So
envious
you're
of those
fully
who
in
can.
the zone when you're doing it.
Yes, gotta be in the zone.
Exactly.
Yes,
So imagine
yes,
if I
yes, yes.
interrupted.
I know, right?
You just stop the whole flow. It's such like a dagger. Like
It's such a cool thing, the music department, isn't it? Because you go to
Wicked.
different rooms and then you see like students doing different things, practicing completely different genres. And
Is it like is it a big? I've never been to.
how
Mercury
is it,
Bay.
Brielle?
Like, no, is it like a
you
big,
describe it for us. Let's see. Let's do it.
like a big classroom dedicated to music, like
there is a classroom
classrooms?
dedicated to music.
block?
Yeah, it's
pretty much, yeah.
it's like a performing arts block.
Yeah.
So it's like you got like a courtyard. If you're gonna look at it the same way I am, you got the performing arts room on the drama room on the left, dance room just right here, and then this whole kind of section is dedicated to music. So you've got like the main classroom, which is like got MacBooks all along the right hand wall for like people to compose stuff
Yeah.
in GarageBand, and then you've got 2 soundproof rooms in there, one for recording and then one's like a band room.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then you come down like an what would you call it? Alleyway kind of thing.
Yeah.
And to your left there's like a hallway and it's got doors coming off it, and they're all music rooms, which is so cool. So there's like a drum room,
A practice room,
piano
piano
yeah.
room. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool that Mercury Bay does.
It's great.
You know that much commitment.
It's
to it.
wicked.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's super solid, eh? Like every year the music classes are full, like, and good musicians.
Yeah.
Very
It's pretty
talented
cool,
people,
Yeah.
especially throughout the past years, because I wouldn't know much. I'm not really involved with like younger people. I kind of just stick to myself.
I'm a senior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be so scared of the seniors. It was so funny. I used to just sit there like, whoa.
Yeah, because like I don't know, I remember them like being giants. And now I look at you guys, I'm like, they're no giants, man. So I keep telling my young self, don't worry, bro.
You're fine. You're
all
safe.
good. Yeah, you're safe, because man, you're like looking up to the seniors. Yeah.
And they're wearing mufti.
Yeah.
Like they've got privileges.
Got privileges.
Like, wow.
Are you allowed to wear like any mufti?
Oh,
Like obviously within reason.
I've been dress coded so many times, like the most stupid stuff. Sorry, Spargo.
For some reason, ours was just black and white when I was at high school. It's weird.
You were only allowed to wear black and white.
Allowed to wear black and white, and Fridays were like casual with jeans. But
Wow.
yeah,
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. So is like your whole wardrobe just black and white?
yeah. Well, anyway, it is. But back then, yeah, extra.
Do you feel like sometimes it actually becomes friends, singing? Do you feel like sometimes it actually becomes even worse because you have to think about the clothes that you want to wear instead of just going with the uniform? I think about Yeah.
First
So
of
much
the day.
washing.
you gotta choose. You
Yeah.
gotta think.
Yeah.
It's like so much effort. It's like, do I want to get dress coded today? Am I in the mood to be dress coded today? Like,
And what does that mean? Like inappropriate wear, or
I'd get dress coded for this.
is it because it's got no
Yeah.
arms?
You don't know. And no spaghetti straps. You're not allowed. Do you know what they are? They're like thin straps, singlets.
Right.
So they've got to be like thick straps or t-shirt. What else have I been? Just open back. Not allowed an open back, even if it's thick straps and a covered front. No open back. If you can see under, down, or through it, pretty much as well, kind of vibe.
Even like ripped jeans and stuff.
Yeah, my mate got just credited for having like a rip above her knee, like how do you explain it? It's like upper thigh, upper thigh, and she got just coded for that. But nothing really happens. Like you just get told off and you don't wear it again. It's not like they send you to get changed.
Or don't get caught wearing it again.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What about the boys? You know what? Because I always think about that. You know, for the girls, there's usually more.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think you catch too many guys in a strap.
Nah, but I always think about the head singlets.
Yeah, that's it.
Singlets.
That's it.
Or colours.
No.
Is that a thing at high? I don't know. Is that a thing at high school? Not
Colours,
wearing certain
like
colours?
Mercury Bay is pretty chill though.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I wear my pink shoes all the time.
No, I mean like
they're groovy. I like
gang affiliated colours, because that would be.
Got it. Gang affiliated colors.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll find out. So I'll bring it. I'll bring it to the next show. I'll find out. I hope you don't wear any gang clothes unless it looks super cool on you.
At least it's spaghetti strap, then don't wear it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. Do not wear that ever again.
Nah.
Are you in that moment of already like starting to miss school, or you can't wait to leave?
I actually wasn't going to come back this year. Last year, I was absolutely miserable at school. I was just like not having it, and I was convinced that I wasn't going to come back. And it got to end of January, and then I started to like doubt myself. And I was like, am I like ready for the big wide world? Like, I don't think I can do it. I think it would be like, I think I'd regret it if I didn't, go into my last year of high school, because everyone says it's the best year of your life. So why not go see for myself? And
yeah,
turns out it actually has been really good. I'm actually enjoying it a lot.
What was your alternate plan? Like, what were you going to do?
I didn't know. I was like, right, full-time work in hospitality, but then I lost my job because of the vaccine kind of side of things. That was like really tough, but then I got a vaccine exemption, which was pretty cool. So then I could go back, and then I was just like, nah, school. Yeah, school.
Are you okay now with the thing with the vaccine? You said, you're all good?
Yeah. I mean,
health-wise?
We're not really going to know until I stop my medication. And then when I stop the medication, if pain in my heart comes back, then I'll have to go back on the medication for another 3 months. And then if I go off it and pain comes back again, then I'll have to go in for another heart scan. But
so you're obviously okay to say, because people might be thinking, what is she talking about? You had a reaction.
You had a reaction to the first, and then you got the heart thing.
Yeah, pretty much. My heart was swelling after. Well, it's not actually my heart. It was pericarditis. Yeah. So the sac that your heart sits in was swelling and kind of gathering fluid and whatnot. Was it like
instantly, or was it like the night of, or?
Nah, it was like. Actually, it was the same day, and then I like ignored it because I was like, it's all in my head.
Yeah,
like,
It's because I've read about it.
Yeah. And, it did go away, and I was like, cheer, like, good. And then exactly 2 weeks later, it was just like, I was at a friend's house, and I just for some reason, I didn't want to stay the night. So I was like, going home. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, goodbye. And in the car driving home, I was just like, oh, it's really uncomfortable in there. Like, it's not very nice. And ended up shooting over to Thames, and was in and out of hospital a couple times, and just got misdiagnosed quite a few times, and just left it. And I was very close to just like being like, surely it's nothing. Like if they're not concerned, I'm not going to be concerned about it. But it was just like, it wasn't just like the uncomfortable shooting pains in my chest. It was also, I got a dead arm with it, and it would just be dead. And I was, God, it affected my job, because working in hospitality, you need to hold plates and stuff. So I was like, really frustrating. But my mum was like, don't get the second one. Like, let's just sort it out.
Check.
Like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I ended up.
It's cool that you got an exemption though, because from what I've heard from everyone, that's super rare. Like, to get an exemption.
No one believed that I'd get it.
Yeah.
Not even I did.
I didn't would never have thought that you'd got an exemption, but that's cool you did.
Yeah, I'm the 77th person in the country to have one.
Wow.
That's how rare it is.
Yeah, because when we emailed the Ministry of Health, they didn't get back to me. We emailed them twice, and that was from my GP and my cardiologist, like, combined. So you'd think you'd get an answer. And then
Mm.
the third time, my mum and I went in on it, and we were like, we just need an answer. We're left here in the cold. Like, this is so unfair. And then they said, we'll get back to you within 10 working days. And I was just like, oh my God.
Were you're allowed to work, but were you allowed to like go out?
I wasn't allowed to work. I lost my job.
Yeah.
And
now with the exemption, are you allowed? You're obviously allowed to work, but are you allowed out?
Yep.
Like, to go places?
I've got a vaccine pass.
Yeah.
So the exemption was on my COVID record. Is that what it's called? And you applied for a vaccine pass, and I got that. So it's like no questions asked. Here's my vaccine pass. For all you know, I'm vaccinated.
Yeah.
So
And you can perform.
yes,
to
I
a crowd.
can.
Mm.
Indeed. But mandates are dropping.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that was the plan, right? That was
I
the
hope
plan
that's
with the
still the
whole thing.
plan.
We still- yeah. When did you play last? Was it last Sunday? I remember doing the gig guides, and I saw that one. Was it last Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wicked. Played 5 till 7 at Flock in Aotearoa. And it was a fundraiser for another High Key February's album.
Cool.
And raised some good money. People are super
Nice.
supportive and generous, and it was wicked.
Cool. Do you do solo or you take someone with you? What's the thing when you perform at these venues?
So actually, when I was in Taitoa school, the principal, Brendan Finn, he really believed in my so-called talent, and he just wanted to like come along and sing with me and play guitar,
Cool.
and so we started doing gigs together. So we would both play guitar. I would sing, he would sing with me, but mainly harmonize.
Yep.
And it sounded real cool.
Nice.
So he came with me on Sunday, which was awesome. We've got matching guitars.
Man, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Because it wasn't planned that we would have matching guitars. He got a really nice Taylor guitar, and I was like, oh, I really want one. That's really nice. Like, how much are they? And he said, well, mine was, I think it was 1,700. And I was like,
Musical instruments, yeah.
Whoa.
I was like, hell nah. I'm happy with just like my little Fender.
Yeah.
Comes my birthday, Mum writes me a card and says, next Wednesday you're having the day off school for a surprise. And I was like, okay. She takes me to Auckland into the rock shop, and I walk in and there are all these incredible
Amazing,
guitars.
yeah.
Like,
that shop, yeah.
yeah. And I just look up and the whole like roof is covered in guitars, and I was like, wow, I was so in awe of all these incredible instruments that I didn't realize Brendan was standing right in front of me. And I was like, hello, like, what are you doing here?
Fancy meeting you here.
And he said to me, it's your birthday, so pick out any guitar you want and we'll buy it for you. And I was like, stop it. I saw a Taylor, it was right in front of me. It was like a GS Mini. And I was like, that's not the guitar.
That's the one.
And Mum was like, try out others. And I was like, no,
That's the one.
that's
I
it.
know.
And
It picked you,
yeah.
the guitar.
Yeah. And I just sat and played, and Mum went, yep, that is the guitar. And that was it. Game over. Done.
Nice,
That's
nice.
so cool.
So nice.
Do you feel comfortable doing solo things though? Like, would you go and do a whole performance by yourself?
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
But I think I'm just a bit nervous about people getting like bored, because I sing and I just do chords. I don't do any like fancy picking things, because I'm just focusing so much on my voice that if I looked down at what I'd be picking, I'd just totally miss the microphone. So people would just see my lips moving, but like not actually pick up on the guitar. So it's great that Brooke has an electric guitar, because she's incredible with that sort of
She can
stuff.
do
So I think a duo is great, because you pick each other up, and if one falls,
Definitely.
you know.
Yes.
So I'm
Yeah, it's
comfortable
cool.
doing it by myself, but I enjoy doing duos.
Nice, yeah. It's a completely different game, eh? It's a completely different thing. It's
Totally.
good to have someone to bounce back, you
Yeah.
know, like the energy thing on stage.
And especially in between songs, when people like go, and then it goes quiet, and you're just sitting there like,
Good work, girl.
yeah. You can actually like look at the person and acknowledge the work that they've done, and have a little chat like, oh cool, like how you feeling and what song you want to do next. Like, oh, I need a drink of water, you entertain while I go and do that.
Juggling.
Yeah.
Throwing knives.
Pretty much, yeah.
Are you already at that stage of hating people's requests, or you're still okay with them?
No, I haven't had one request. I'm not that famous.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, but
told everyone you like a
sometimes
request.
people don't come at you. Hey, can you play Wagon Wheel? Can you play?
Oh, I get like
You and Wagon Wheel. That's your,
I'm
that's your
sorry,
go-to
New
song.
Zealand traumatized me with their
Yeah.
Wagon Wheel. I didn't even know the song before, and it's a
Yeah.
great
OMG.
song actually.
To,
I need a story. Why are
Yeah.
you traumatized by
Nah,
Wagon?
I'm
it's like his
joking.
example
Nah,
for everything.
I
Like,
always-
play Wagon Wheel.
No, the thing is, it's a great
Because
song.
I did a cover of it, and now I'm like,
No. There's nothing wrong with it. The band who plays that song, Old Crow Medicine, I think is the name. It's a fantastic band. They're awesome. The song is beautiful, but there's this thing. There's an end. It's like
Every time everyone's
like-
having a garage party, it's like play Wagon Wheel.
oh man, and sometimes like it feels like people's nights rely on that song. You know, like we're jamming and we're having great time and people are dancing.
yeah.
And then like, you're not gonna play Wagon Wheel, and like it feels like if we don't, we just ruin their nights, you know. And I'm
Totally.
like, no, we're not. No,
They're like,
No.
I'm going home then. It's done.
no. You know, so sorry.
The emotion
It's funny
puts
you
the
say
song
that.
Wagon Wheel.
Yeah, because the song Wagon Wheel was played at my mum's wedding and
Beautiful
at her
song. It's a
birthday.
beautiful song.
But now I can't actually imagine the night without it. As you were saying, people rely on it because everyone screams that song. If you play it now, I'd be like, turn that shit
I know, right?
off.
Or the
But-
Gambler.
Oh, yeah.
The Gambler. One of those two. Is the
I don't know
Gambler?
that song.
Oh, good on you. Good on you.
Okay.
Stay out
Don't.
of.
You don't play it or you don't know it? You don't
I
play
don't know it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay,
It's a
stay
good
away
song.
from
no,
the
it's a
Gambler.
good song.
And there's the
I
thing.
like
And there's
it.
the thing. Like I really don't have a problem with songs at all. Like I think that
Sit
the
Wagon
art
Wheel.
form. It's a beautiful song. But like just the way that it feels like for people, it's like, oh, if you don't play it,
Yeah, you
and
ruined my night.
all
yeah.
the
Yeah.
things you've done before, like they didn't count, you know. Like it's all about finishing
Yeah.
with, like, and I'm like, come on, appreciate the thing, you know. Like, but anyway,
Maybe I should put out a song that's like, people rely on.
Yeah.
So then Wagon Wheel slowly disappears. No,
you need
Wagon
a
Wheel's a
hit,
banger.
Brielle, to be the next Wagon Wheel in New Zealand. Brielle's hit.
See, now you got me in the music zone. I'm
There
thinking.
you
I'm thinking.
go.
What can I
the
do?
clock's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about this conversation.
It'll
some
be in my
inspo
mind.
from
Something will
it.
come.
Yeah.
And you got some support from CFM as well, which is pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Shout out to CFM.
Yeah,
Yes.
CFM supported me since day dot. Like, so good. Put my covers on their radio. Started off with Riptide. That was the first ever cover I did with Sebastien Pam. And they supported it and put it on their, what do you call it? Radio playlist?
Dial, playlist, yeah.
And then it went to Someone You Loved, and then it went to No Better Than This, and then it went to me doing a live performance in the studio, and then an interview call thing, and they're just so incredibly supportive, like eternally grateful. Thank you, CFM.
What's it like having like that? I guess that little bit of stardom because you are heard on the radio and now you're on this. Like, what's high school like? Is everyone like?
It's
Are they
chill. I think
chill
it's
about it?
normal. I do get messages from my friends. OMG, I can hear you on the radio. Like, cool. Like, I don't know how to react. It's like,
Appreciate it, but don't want to have a big head.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And it's not like, you can't just be like, cool, because then people will be like, you cocky
Who?
bitch.
Yeah.
Because then I'd be like, no. So I've got to be like, what?
Hey, cool,
Yeah, I'm on
yeah.
the radio. But for me, it's kind of like, first time it happened, I was like, holy shit, I'm on the radio. Like, that
I was
sick.
about to ask that. Did you feel that good?
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
It's a
hell
great
yeah.
feeling, isn't it?
And I played it on the actual radio, like
nice, yeah.
an old school radio, and I like turned it right off, and I was with my parents, and best feeling ever. But now it's just like, I'm on the radio. Wow.
Okay, go. Okay. Go.
It's so appreciative, so grateful for that, but it's kind of now become like a little normal thing,
Right.
which is so cool. Like, how many 17-year-old girls that live in a small town get to say that?
That's true.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's true.
Not a lot. So it's awesome.
I think there's a different appreciation, and I was curious about that. So, for example, for me, I listened a lot to the radio, like a lot. It was such a big part of my youth. I was like, oh, the radio, And there was that moment with Napster. Do you remember Napster? It was the
That
first
was a
one of
downloading thing, eh? No.
one of the first like Spotify kind of things that you could download music.
Right.
So I remember that becoming a thing,
Yeah.
like the MP3 And then it started to, you know, like some people would go that way and some other people would go that way. And the radio was always there, like losing a little bit of strength, but never dying. You know, like it's super solid, right? It's nice when someone creates the playlist for you, right?
Totally.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
But now you have this completely different appreciation of like, oh, I have, I don't know how many views on my YouTube channel or whatever. So like, what do you think it got you the most excited? Was like having, because you have quite a few like views with Sebastian's video. I saw something like 30,000 or 40. It's a lot.
Yeah, and same as the streams on Spotify for No Better Than This.
Which is pretty cool,
Yeah, it was sick, but I honestly think my most excited moment was when Riptide was on the radio. Then I found out it was permanent. I was like, yes! I was like, Mom, I've made it.
Cool.
Mom, I am it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Game over.
Yeah. But the thing with your album, because that's another thing that I find interesting, you know, like you say, oh, I'm going to record an album. And I'm like, wow, how many young people still talk about albums?
Yeah.
You know, because I know that it's artists, they love to do an album. You know, it makes sense. Like it's your piece of art. You know, like there's a lot of intention and you think about the order of the songs. But most of the time, oh, I'm going to release an EP, 3 songs, 1 song, you know, because, so how do you feel about that? It's about like actually putting, how many songs are you planning for your album? Do you know or you don't know yet?
My personal one?
Well, yeah, maybe both, but the personal one, I would say, yes.
10 to 12.
That's an album.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's why I struggled with the business side of things with another High Key February, Brooke, Scarlett and mine. When we sent out surveys to do a marketing plan, you can't ask people how much are you going to pay for an album because that's not a thing anymore. You stream it on Spotify or you stream it on Apple Music. So it's like, ooh, I can't do a price sensitivities graph because people don't pay. Like Spotify pays you for however many like listeners you get.
Yeah.
A CD's even a thing anymore? Like people don't buy CDs.
No.
People like, so it, you know, I've forgotten what I was talking about, but yeah. Anyways,
well, it changed the way in music.
Well, the thing with going for an album, you know, like deciding to actually do an album, it's a big thing. Even if it's on Spotify, you know, like it's still a format of like, ooh, are they gonna listen to the whole thing, or you know, or they're gonna just go for the top thing? That do you care about that or not? For you, it's just like I'm gonna write these 10 songs because I love them and I'm gonna put them out there, or not? You think
you don't
more
feel
about
sorry for a song that's not listened as much?
Because for me, I see this thing with like a business person. A business person would be more kind of like, oh, you know, let's make it work. Let's put the 4 songs there that are gonna track the views, and but the artist would be probably more like, oh, I'm not gonna put any.
I'm more the artist side.
More of like, I'll do it and then.
I write music for me, not for you.
Yeah, and
so
if you like that song the most, that's cool for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. I like that.
Yeah, and maybe I should think more businessy because it would be nice to, you know, be a little bit what people consider successful from music. But at the end of the day, I don't want to, if I ever do become famous, I don't want to be famous for the business and strategic side of things. I want to be for me.
Yeah.
I want people to be like, wow, that's Brielle, and see me for me, not she's just putting this there and that there, so then I'm going to listen to her songs and do this and do that. Like, you know.
And then you become a slave of your work. That's the worst thing. Then you got to stick to that.
Yep.
You know, it's not like, oh, I can do whatever I want. So if you stick to that from the beginning, if you do your thing, you will get the crowds that actually love your music because of who you are. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes more sense. Where do you listen to your music? Which platforms do you go to?
Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah. I think it's because I started with Spotify. I'll finish with Spotify. I know a lot of people do Apple Music.
Apple Music, yeah.
But I bet Apple Music people say the same about Spotify.
Yeah.
How the heck do you use it? So confusing, you know.
Do you create playlists and stuff, or do you follow? Yeah.
Yeah. Playlists are my thing.
So if we were to look at your like playlist on Spotify, what would we find?
Why don't we have a little look?
Because I like to see what everyone's got. Because mine is so weird.
Yeah.
I got some strange stuff.
And you
on my
actually being
playlist.
nice. I remember a show in Brazil that they would actually get the person to play like the shuffle, you know, like on
Yeah.
the
Don't do that to
Don't
me.
do it.
Yeah.
Don't do
Will
that
we
to
get in
me.
trouble
We're not gonna
for,
do
like,
it.
I was just saying, we're getting
That's
in
what
trouble for playing a song. Or
No,
not,
but that's what I said. We're being nice. Like you tell us some things that you have on your playlist. Let's see.
It depends. I've got different playlists for different moods.
Yeah.
Like my
Cool.
top one right now is a very chill, mellow playlist, and it's filled with songs that people wouldn't normally listen to. So if I listed some of the artists on here, you probably wouldn't know.
She's calling us
Yeah,
old,
yeah,
Christine.
yeah.
Like
Let's see.
oh,
They're a
straight
couple.
up.
They're a couple.
And we won't know.
Phoebe Bridges.
I don't know. I'm really bad with names. Like if you played the
Damn.
song, I might
Good
know.
excuse,
you
eh,
know what I
Christine?
mean?
She's fast here, man. She's good.
But I like listening to music that other people don't listen to
Yeah.
because it makes me feel special.
Lana Del Rey.
Oh, when you're like,
See, I'm
have you
not
heard this
that
song
gal.
before?
Yeah, and they're like, no, and I'm like, ooh,
Because
listen
I
to it.
found them. I discovered them.
Yeah, and then you've listened, like, if a friend showed you a song, you start listening, and then you play it when they're around. I showed you that song. She's like, yeah. But no, Lana Del Rey, like,
No, not your thing.
I like her music a lot, but I just haven't gotten to the stage of putting her in my playlists yet. Maybe I have a playlist with one or two of her songs, but I'd only know like a smidgen of them from TikTok, for example.
Oh yeah, I get so many songs from TikTok.
me
Like
too.
TikTok has some good songs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I find
Okay.
so make one of your songs a sound on TikTok, and then
Well,
That's how people start blowing
Go
it up.
viral.
you're welcome. That was
Go
some free
viral.
advice, some
That
free
was some
business
free-
advice.
We should have include you in that.
Yeah.
Christine told us to do
Yeah,
this.
free
Yes.
business. Because I found so many songs on TikTok, and so I'm
100%.
like, go straight to Spotify, download it, put it on my playlist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah,
there
no,
you
I'm
go.
the same.
Yeah.
But it's a shame because, like, if it's in the beginning of the song, that's like the sound on TikTok, I'll only listen to the beginning of the song and skip it.
Yeah.
I won't listen to the rest. I won't be bothered.
Yeah, you're like, I listen
Um,
to the bit I like.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Or I'll like skip it to the middle and just
Yeah.
be like, so then I can sing along because I'll already
Yeah.
know it. Like, I think listening to new music is such I want to use a tedious thing because you don't know the song. And the songs, I just want to like sing along and bop my hand and jam out.
And because a lot of people, like you said, the radio is still alive, but I guess it's not as popular because everyone has their playlist. So where are you going to find new music within your
Exactly.
Spotify playlist? So you've got to find it somewhere, and things like TikTok are good for that.
100%. And going back to the radio thing, if you've got Spotify, why would you want a bunch of talking in between your songs? Like,
Yeah.
I like it because I know people in CFM.
Yeah.
And that's also that's why I think the local radios work well, and that's why we're trying to do this. So because if it's local,
Yeah.
at least it's okay to listen to someone talking. You know, like they might be talking about something relevant to
And
your.
some people really enjoy
area.
the banter. Like so many tradies are just all radio.
Totally.
Radio, Papa,
Radio
are you guys
for the tradies? They like the banter.
Yes.
I was in a show in Aotearoa called Troubadours last year. It was about tradies, and all of the props were radios pretty much because it's such a tradie thing to have
Yeah.
your. Oh, I almost said a brand name there, but I actually
Your-
don't know if I was going to say it right.
Blue radio, same with the N.
Yeah. Mc-
Makita.
I'm just going to
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
I was going to totally
right.
butcher that, so
Yeah.
I'm glad you said
Yeah.
it first.
right, yes.
But it's such a tradie thing. So,
Yeah.
you know, if
There's always one on the job site.
100%.
Yeah.
There's
So
always one.
they're always listening to the radio.
Maybe my music can, be heard by tradies. That can.
You probably have been heard by trade. They probably know your lyrics.
Yeah, CFM.
Yeah.
And they have a game. Some of them, like they as soon as the music starts, they have to guess who the artist is.
No way.
Is that right,
Is it you,
Taylor?
Taylor?
Is there different points for the artist and the song, or both? You just say it on the microphone, man. You got a microphone.
Sorry, man. Nah, it's just the number of musics that you get during the day, you know.
Right. So it doesn't matter if it's the artist or the song name.
Normally it's the artist.
Normally it's the artist. So probably people have said,
There you
Brielle,
go.
Brielle.
And
You got a
exactly.
point.
So things with music, I want to sing and people to know my name. I don't
Yeah.
want to sing and be just like every other female singer. I want to be Brielle and people know it be Brielle.
Well, see, you get your music. Your music's out there, so you're going to be the reason why, like, Taylor owes everyone lunch or something. 'Cause you know what I mean?
But in saying
it's
that, it's
Brielle.
actually not my music. It's covers, but it's still my voice, technically.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I need to realize how my music and my sound is different to everyone else's,
Yeah.
and if that being different is a good thing. I always think being different is a good thing because, you know, I don't want to be the same as anyone else, but like, you know, what's going to draw people in and think, oh, that's Brielle, oh, she's different, oh, I like that about her. And that's why I look up to Olivia Rodrigo, for example. You know Olivia?
Nope.
No, who is
She sings Driver's License. It kind of went a bit viral.
Okay, we'll have a look.
But she's like, maybe, no, you're right, she's a year older than me, and she is the complete opposite of society's norms. Just the way she dresses, acts, the way she is, and that is so cool. And I think that's why she's got such a wide following of people of all ages, because of who she is and not wanting to be the same as anyone else. And I think that's so cool.
Yes. Oh, definitely. Is it that what's the name? Benny? She's similar vibe, eh? Like she does her thing, you know, she doesn't conform to what is expected to be. Have you heard about Benny?
I think so. Like I said, I'm not very good with names, but I probably heard.
She's great.
She's
New Zealand.
She's a New Zealand artist, and is one of her video clips when she's eating cereal or something at the beginning.
I don't
Is that
watch
her?
music videos.
I don't know, but I know
I
that
feel
she's
like that might be her.
It's like, I know what.
Oh yeah, this is it. Yeah, because
there we go.
my kids like this song. Yeah, it's she's eating cereal at the beginning of her music clip.
Oh,
So I have seen it.
cool.
Yeah. Have you found a style to go for with your music, or you kind of like flirting with different options at the moment? Is there a style that you like the most to play for your own songs? Yeah.
I don't actually want to like put that title on it, because I want a very versatile album where it's easy listening, but then I might have a song that's like, I'm angry, rah. Not into heavy metal, not my thing, but you know what I mean. And I want it to be so people of all ages can listen and kind of vibe. So I feel like putting a title of a genre on it at the moment isn't gonna work right now, but eventually I feel like it will. I just have yet to figure that out.
And it's good that you do different things, so you see where your voice works better and what songs people are more into. It's a good idea to be broad right now, right?
Totally.
So Sebastien didn't get you to do some heavy metal. Nah.
That would kill my tonsils will
The
die.
tonsils will be out sooner.
Takes a lot of practice.
I don't want them to be out and then to ruin my vocal cords with
You never know, Brielle. You never know.
I mean, the
might
heavy
be the
metal
niche.
world. Yeah.
Never
Got the
say
hair.
no. Yeah.
Got the hair.
Headbanger.
That would be cool.
God, I'd get a headache from that.
I know, right? And those guys, they put the guitar here and they just go, Christine.
I know. It's like, you know, like you said, playing guitar and singing. Imagine doing that.
They don't
like,
look.
Headbang.
No.
It's all look.
Yeah.
And then neck. How's their neck not get sore?
It's probably like amazing technique.
So no headbanging when you're performing? Just
Maybe like a little bop.
just a little bop.
Just a little bop.
Nice.
No headbanging.
And how is it to work with hospitality? Oh,
Life changing.
another meme.
Yeah.
Great, another clip,
Look away.
another TikTok.
Yeah.
Gotta do it, right?
Yeah, go
Gotta do
for
it.
it.
Gotta do it.
Hospitality. I love hospitality, but I also hate hospitality. I'm sure. You've both worked in
Everyone needs. I
hospitality?
feel like
Been there.
everyone needs to work in hospitality
Totally.
Working
to
class.
understand it.
On your good days, it's a good day.
Yeah.
On your bad days, you just want to crawl into like your little bed and just stay there forever and never come out because you've stuffed up and you're done.
So where do you like, Whiri or Tairua?
Tairua. I worked at Manaya. That was where
cool.
a lot of my that's where all of my hospitality work has been. I was there for almost 2 years. Started off with waitressing and then ended up doing a lot of work behind the bar, which was so sick. And then I obviously lost my job. And then instead of going back, I thought, I need to get some experience in hospitality elsewhere with different foods and different people and different vibes. So I went across the road to Flock.
Different.
Don't worry.
It's good.
I told the boss of Manaya, Andrea, we're cool. but it was cool because I just jumped into a place where it's all Asian fusion and a different crowd of people are there because, you know, people are very loyal to their favorite restaurants. So different crowd of people there, different cocktails being made, different spirits, different license, different everything. Like super cool getting experience. So now I'm at Flock, but unfortunately they're packing up and finishing.
Really?
Yes. So April 3rd they will be done, and I think moving to takeaways only. Oh my god, that's really soon. That makes me feel tired.
Yeah, that's Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Sunday. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm there, and then I'm at, do you know Get It On? It's like next to Flock, next to the Crystal Shop. It's like a little clothing store.
I think so. I remember the crystal shop. So yeah.
And that's where the little post office box is. Is that right?
On like go down towards Thames side, like more like if you're heading towards Thames, like go along the street that way. But it's a women's fashion store, so I work there on a Saturday with Marie and John. They have been like my number one supporters.
Oh, cool!
Like for my music. Like when I first started doing gigs, they were at every single one. They have been at every single one without a fail. So good. So yeah.
So you're gonna work with them?
So they're on Saturdays?
Yeah, I've been working there since maybe
it's already happened.
January. Yeah. So it's good. I'm getting retail and hospitality experience.
Cool.
So getting the best of both worlds.
Talk to people, It teaches a lot, right?
100%.
Did you have some bad experiences? Some people being not very nice to you?
Tell me about it.
I know, right?
If the salmon's not cooked right. Oh. God.
Like the waitress would have anything to do with it, right?
Apparently I did. I did.
You overcooked it. I'm sorry.
No. It's because the salmon came. You know how it's like, I wouldn't say raw. How does it come? Raw, I guess. Just on the top. Why didn't you cook my salmon? This is gonna make me sick. I'm sorry. No, it's not. Everyone else is eating it. Yeah. Everyone else is fine. Would you like me to go and put it on the grill for you? Yeah.
Yes.
You're like,
go and put it on the grill for
Mario
it.
Again.
Go and put it on the grill.
I would love to put on the grill for you.
No, it's overcooked now. It's overcooked now. Good God. You just gotta smile and carry on. Like
smile and wave. Carry on.
Totally. Like you've got to be courteous. You can be, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I weren't aware that this was an issue for you. Like, let me go and get this sort of you. But on the inside, you're just like,
salmon, bro. Just say that.
Salmon.
But it also gives that sense of like, well, I might as well be very nice to everybody because it's not a good feeling, right? When someone is a dick to you.
Yeah,
so
totally.
That's why I mean, like, everyone should work in hospo at some point in their life to get it, and you can tell the people who haven't.
100%.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell the people who haven't worked in hospo.
Yeah, and like if now I've got like such a great appreciation for hospitality workers because I know it's real hard work. I just try and like tip my waitress and stuff like that because it's just like even if it's like a gold coin, it's like getting a tip is the act of appreciation, but not actually the amount.
No, it's like even if something is wrong, you're like, oh no, or like if you can, like don't stress if you can't, like.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's a little bit of ease off because it's so hard to go to tell someone like, actually I've mucked up, or actually we don't have that, or
yeah. But it's just so different when it's like New Year's Day, lines out the door, and then the salmon's not cooked.
You're like
I'll never let go of that damn salmon.
Yeah.
But on a normal day, I'm happy as to sort out the salmon for you.
What about you mentioned the clothing shop and everything. Is it also something that you are into? Like, do you really pay attention to what you're wearing, and do you look up to what's trending at the moment, or you have your own style? How do you deal with the way that you dress up?
Mainly my own style. I definitely like see someone wearing something like, oh, I like that. But then I'll also see something in a shop and be like, no one else will have that. I'm going to make it my own. That's mine. So I've always kind of been into fashion, but at the same time, if it's a Sunday morning and I'm wanting pancakes, I'll go down to the store in my pajamas. I don't care, like, so it's kind of got the best of both worlds going on. Yeah. But, definitely my own thing going on with my style for sure.
Good on you. That was one of the funny things when I came to New Zealand. Like, in Brazil, with all the crazy things that Brazil have, you wouldn't see people going like bare feet to a supermarket. Like not at all. Like not at all. And I was just like, whoa, look at these people. And then someone like with
have shoes?
pajama,
like, what's
yeah, like
here?
I was like, wow, I thought you guys were like, you know, different.
Yeah.
But it's actually the opposite. It's because it's too dodgy to walk barefoot. Then I realized, you know, like you wouldn't walk barefoot in Brazil. That's why. But then like even the pajamas, pants, I was like, wow, is that? That's cool. I love this place.
Like, I'm wearing my pajamas everywhere.
Yeah, and no one cares.
No one cares.
That's what I like. Like, and if people are gonna judge me, I'm like, that's just a reflection of yourself. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'm just gonna carry on over here.
Yeah, I still wear like my slippers to drop off the kids at the bus and stuff.
Yeah.
And until they're like, oh my god, mum, jeez. Like, I'm gonna continue if that's what shoes I put on first to leave the house.
Yeah.
And the robe as well, Christine?
Oh no, I get changed.
Girl, I'm in the robe. What do you mean?
It's like, oh no, I get
It's a
changed.
fluffy robe.
My kids will be like, what?
What, mom?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's gonna be me as a mum, you know, like the 7 a.m. wake ups, dry eyed, just like, ugh.
Yeah.
In the robe,
Girl,
like
7
the
a.m.
robe's
is late for wake up. You gotta get earlier. You got so much shit to get ready.
Maybe I might not have kids.
I was asking about the thing because nowadays everything is about Instagram, right? Like everybody's there and
Social media.
things are trending, so everybody's is doing it. How is your relationship with social media? Because if well, I'm sure you will be very successful on the path that you're choosing to, and you're gonna have to deal with that, you know, like with people talking and people maybe talking things that are not very nice, and some other people fighting for you, you know, like it will be that thing. So how do you deal with it now? How is your relationship with social media?
Well, right now, obviously, like, I actually don't have a lot of hate. I don't have any hate on the media, none that I'm actually aware of either. So, like, also my relationship with social media outside of the whole hate thing, like following celebrity things, I've never really struggled. Like, I hear girls be like, social media is, like, affecting my mental health. Like, I see all these beautiful girls and beautiful da-da-da-da-da, that it's just, like, I want to be them. I've never really been like that. I obviously went through a phase probably when I was 13 because I'm real slim. Like, I'm a very slim person. And I struggled with that a lot, like, as I was younger, but I never looked at other women and thought I want to be them. I just kind of was like, oh, I don't really like the way I look right now. But probably 14, 15, I just started to think, I don't care. Like, I am who I am. I've got one body. I'm going to learn to love it, because if I hate it, what's the point?
Yeah.
You're going to die and you're not going to have another chance at doing it. And ever since that moment, I remember it so clearly, ever since it clicked, I've just seen, you know, celebrities on social media and thought, oh, wow, they're beautiful. Not, I want to be them, I want to look like them, you know. When I did go through a phase of struggling a little bit with how I saw myself, I began to follow celebrities that had kind of the same structure and build as me. So, like, slimmer people. Yeah. And I'd be like, wow, they're beautiful.
They're rocking it.
So why can't I see myself as that, you know? So I feel like social media has actually helped me quite a lot in a way. And I'm just really lucky that I've never had that whole struggle of social media before.
What would you say to girls who are a little bit younger than you right now and maybe are going through a phase or something? How did you, because you said, oh, I just clicked. So
yeah, because like pretty much everyone, like, you know, around your age and younger is just, that's all they're gonna know is growing up with social media. Like,
totally.
When like your age barely got cell phones.
Yeah. It's just such a waste of time hating yourself. And, you know, what I said about myself, you've got one body. If you don't love it, the best quote I've ever heard is, the way you see yourself is the way that others are going to see yourself. And that's kind of what put the thing into motion for me. Wow, if I love myself and I think I'm beautiful, then maybe others will perceive me as that. Not that I was so caught up in the whole, oh, what do others think of me? That's never been me. I don't, you know, as long as I'm kind, have good intentions, that's all that matters. But, you know, I wasted quite a long time just thinking, like, oh, my legs are like this. Oh, my God, my nose is like this. Oh, my God, why does my hair look like this? Like, you can't get time back.
No.
Once it's gone, it's gone. And, you know, once you take the switch and just think, right, I'm just needing to learn to love myself. It's hard, but once you've got it, it's the most freeing feeling and so empowering.
Acceptance, eh?
Yeah.
Acceptance is so important.
Yeah.
And I'll go with you on that one with social media, because it's easy nowadays to demonize the thing.
Yeah.
You know, because we all have problems.
Totally.
We all have shit going on. And then if you're going to start finding things to blame, you find a million.
Oh,
Yep.
You know, so like I love following those, like the female lead, you know, like all those pages that are actually empowering women, you know. And then you say, well, at the same time that you can look for the dark side of the thing, you can have a look at the bright side of the thing. There's a lot of people out there saying, hey, be yourself, you know, like do your thing, you know. So now what you're saying, like it will hopefully, you know, give a better idea for people to just have a better look, you know. Maybe the people you're following or the people you're listening to, maybe they're not the best ones. There are other people out there.
Yeah.
If they're making you feel like shit, unfollow. Like, you don't have to delete your social media account. You can
Literally just unfollow.
and do what I did. Start finding people who have the same structure as you and are rocking it, killing it, looking amazing, feeling good. And you will find that 99% of those people who are rocking it actually feel the same. Like, they're like, oh, I don't like this, or I don't do that.
Yeah.
So we're all in it together, but it's just about, you know, empowering one another, and, you know, girls supporting girls, and, you know,
Yes.
kind of thing.
And men, right? And men, you know, coming together and paying attention to what they're saying, you know. It's a very sexist society, you know. So like men, they have to do their part. We have to do our part, you know, like in support, you know. The cause, you know, don't turn your face to it. Don't pretend, oh, it's their problem. Nah, it's our problem even more than the women's problem, you know. So
also realizing, like, us as females, men struggle with this too a lot.
Yep.
Like, it's a lot more common than we think. Yep. So it's like, you know, we are here for you too. You're not in this alone, you know.
That's right.
Type of thing. And that's where the whole mental health side of things comes in. Like, the stereotype, like, men don't cry. I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. Like, cry.
Yeah, that's it.
Express
Like,
yourself.
you know, when people tell, like, their sons, like, oh, you know, boys don't cry. Like, don't cry, you're a boy.
Have a cup of
I
concrete.
hate that, yeah. I've got 2 sons, so I'm like, cry.
Exactly.
Yeah,
your feelings are valid.
Yeah.
Let it out. Like, because you'll just bottle it up and then you'll explode one day, and that ain't going to be pretty for anyone.
That's right. Yeah. It really makes it normal, right?
Yeah,
otherwise you grow up and then you don't know why you always deal with that struggle.
Yeah.
And you just don't know why. That's why a lot of people talk about, you know, like looking back to your childhood and try to untangle all those moments that you were told to do something, and then now it became this trauma, this thing
Break
that is
the cycle.
break the cycle.
Like,
Yeah.
prime example, I had someone in my life who was a lot older than me, and very big role model I looked up to. And when I was younger, if I cried, they'd be like, oh, don't cry, harden up, have a cup of concrete. Went through a phase when I was about 15, 16, where I cried once every probably 6 months. And it was the ugliest cry ever, because, like, I never cried. So when I cried, it was all or nothing. And but for me to cry, it would have had to be real, like, something super, super triggering, because I was so used to that. And, you know, I've had to go back and untangle all of the childhood, like, the things in my head saying, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. But
Like, why? I'm allowed to cry.
Yeah.
Exactly that. But crying puts you in a vulnerable state, and that scares me. So
True.
Yeah.
Do you cry watching movies? Are you one of those, or listen to a song and then suddenly, no, I'm not crying?
Music.
Music, yeah.
It's hard. Sometimes I get a bit teary.
Yeah, I a little bit, like, you know, when you are listening to a song, like, because you guys is like, I'm not a musician. I'd like to point that out. But when you listen to a song and you can hear the artist, like, hit that note or something like that, you're like, that's cool. Like, you know,
Or when you can hear their pain, and it's like, oh, oh. But movies, not too often. But sometimes I get all, like, you know, that fuzzy feeling when you're like tearing up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna cry, but then like no tears actually form, and that sometimes happens, but I'm not really a movie crier. Oh, except for 5 Feet Apart. I died in that. I don't know if you've seen it. I cried.
What's the name?
5 Feet Apart.
5 Feet Apart. Oh. Yeah.
If you're gonna watch
Put on
it,
the list. Yeah.
be in a space where you can bawl your eyes out.
Okay, I will remember that. Okay.
And if you don't cry, let me know, because I will give you an award for not crying.
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah. Is
Cry.
that everyone's
Come
version
on.
to like when everyone watched Marley and Me and they're like, did you
haven't
cry
seen
watching
it.
Marley and Me?
Oh,
I didn't
Yeah.
cry.
you did not.
No. I did feel sad, but
I don't even know what
cry.
happened. I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen The Lion King. I just
what
watched
the
Shrek for the
heck?
first time the other week.
Did you like it?
I love Shrek.
The first one.
Donkey.
It's awesome, isn't it?
What?
I'm just so
Donkey.
shook that you haven't seen Lion King.
I've seen it live.
Good
Oh
one.
my god,
Yeah.
so
Oh, the
incredible.
musical.
I want to see the musical. Yeah.
I cried in that. It was when they first came out.
Fantastic.
I was like,
Oh my
don't do it, don't do it, don't. And then they went the whole shum, hey, yeah. I was like,
Oh my god.
I looked at my mum,
This
and
is
mum was
amazing.
looking at me. We were like
so powerful, eh?
sobbing
Yeah.
because it's all of their voices.
Yeah.
You can hear every individual voice. I was like, wow, and it consumes you. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, so incredible.
Was that the first musical that you went to?
No, my first musical was Wicked.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and apparently,
Beautiful.
don't remember doing this. Looked up at my mum and I said, "That's what I want to do."
Oh,
So-
cool.
And then it was Mamma Mia, and then it
I
is
don't know.
now The Lion King. But I'm actually in Mamma Mia right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Thames. You know how they're putting on Mamma
That's
Mia?
so cool.
Yeah, I'm in
Hey,
it.
that's cool.
I
Yeah.
love Emma.
Awesome.
Me too.
I love
So I'm
Emma.
understudying for the lead role, Sophie, and then I'm just doing some little extra parts.
That's
in
so
there.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
wicked.
So
Yeah.
when it's out? When can we?
When can we
go
come
and
watch
see it?
Emma?
Yeah.
You can buy tickets now. If it's not on Footy Chit Chat, I'll forward it onto there already.
Cool.
But it's like there's 8 shows, I think, over the span of 2 weeks, and it's the last week of May and the first week of June.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah,
What?
I know, and I'm
awesome.
freaking out because I haven't learned any of my Sophie lines. So
Ooh. I was thinking about that. You were so good at the production.
thank
It
you.
was just incredible
Thank
how
you.
like everyone did a good job, but like you were so polished from the beginning. You know, like I was coming to
please.
the rehearsals and you were like throwing the lines. You know,
And she was on pain medication.
like a pro. I was like, what?
Professional.
If I knew, I would have said, "Oh, she's sedated,
yeah.
man. She's sedated. She's got something going on."
Yeah.
We need an understudy.
Yeah,
She's
well-
done.
But it was pretty cool. So like, do you have techniques or some kind of like proper way to memorize your lyrics? How your lines? How do you go about that? It's a big work. It's a lot of work.
It is. I'm really bad for leaving everything to the last minute. Like so bad for it. Like, and I'm late for everything. It's the worst trait to have. I'm not like 15 minutes late. I'm like 2 or 3 minutes late, but it's still late. So it's like learning my Sophie lines for today. I learnt them pretty much all of them the day before I had to know them. Like Miss Goebel set a date where we had to be off book. I learnt them all that day before, and then I walked into the rehearsal day like reading my lines, like going over them. But now I kind of have a little system. I'll go into voice memos and I'll read the other person's lines. So, for example, if Ellie and Lisa and Sophie have a scene in Mamma Mia, and Ellie and Lisa say, "Oh my God, have you found your dad?" I'll say that line, and then in my head I'll say Sophie's line to leave enough space for me to actually say it, and then I'll say their line, and then I'll play it back and try and say Sophie's lines.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if it works because I've only tried it once and I haven't memorized any lines. But
It's a system.
it's
Yeah.
a
It's a
system that I have
system.
yet to work. So
Right.
I'll let you know if it works.
Right. Let us know.
I will.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see, right?
should go, we should
Yeah, we
go.
should go.
ALTBAYS road trip.
Yeah,
watch it.
we can.
Apparently Fiddy is booked out a van to go though.
Cool. Well, is it a group? Like, is it a drama group? We can get in touch, support the promotion. No, like were you
Oh,
part
yeah.
of this group and then they put a
Would you
play
audition
every year?
for it, or
Strike
how
one
did
for
you
it.
get onto it?
A lady in Fiddy called Leanne Adams.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
know the-
yeah. I was in a session with her and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Mamma Mia's on a Thames." And I was like, "What?" Like, I've known every single song word for word, every single one of Sophie's lines word for word since I was 4 years old in that movie. Like, that was it. I was like, Mamma Mia, like, I need this. So I went online and had a look, and it was like so fancy. I was like, oh my God. And I had to book an audition. I was like, oh, I've never had to do this before. Like, this is terrifying. So I like booked an audition, and I got one of my closest friends, Bailey, to come and audition with me as Sky.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we booked an audition. They have to be separate, but they were together, so we went over together, and you had to audition, and it was a really cool experience. It was real cool.
Tell us about the audition.
I walked in I was like as stiff as a board. Like, I was so scared.
How many people watching you?
3.
Oh, so is that worse? That feels worse?
Like the American Idol, like
Yeah.
sitting and watching
I think
you.
so, because I think if I had a big audience, I would just like, I wouldn't care. I'd be like free and, you know, but I was just like, so you had to sing 2 songs from Mamma Mia or 2 songs that suited the character that you were going for.
And what do you sing?
So I sang,
Good question.
Sorry, I'm like invested now.
Good question. Good
I sang Slipping Through My Fingers, and then I had a dream. So I did Slipping Through My Fingers first, and all 3 of them looked up at me with tears in their eyes. It was so beautiful, except for one, who was the music director, and she goes, "Good, now sing it again with emotion." And I went,
Oh, whoa.
okay. I was like, okay.
Let me just get my feelings hurt real quick,
Yeah,
and I'll sing it again.
Come.
Because I actually subconsciously do this thing, like when I'm nervous, I start to like sing like this and like don't open my mouth.
Yeah.
And my mum is just like, Brielle, open your damn mouth when you sing. People want to hear what you have to say.
This
And I
is
was like,
Mamma Mia. Open your mouth.
yeah.
Yes. Come on.
So I was like slipping through my finger, like trying to like look away, like don't look at me. And she was like, right, again with emotions. And I was like, right, imagine that I'm leaving my mum for uni. Like that's what I had to put myself through. And then all 3 of them looked up at me, and one was sobbing, and I was like, was that all right? And they were like, good, great, next song. And I was like, oh shit. So I had to like sing I Had a Dream and like, right, put emotion into it this time, Brielle. Like, but actually having to think about putting emotion into a song, it don't work. Like, you either feel a song or you don't.
Yeah.
Like, so and then I started overthinking it. So I was like, am I putting in enough emotion? Am I not putting in any? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, my brain isn't connecting with my body right now. Like, why am I standing like a door? Like, oh my God. Like, so I sang my song, and then I thought that was going to be it, because on the rehearsal thing they said you'd sing 2 songs and then you're done. But they got me to read some lines for Sophie, and I was like,
Cool.
oh my God.
Good sign. Good sign.
Yeah, so I read some lines for Sophie, and then they're like, cool, thank you. I was like, thanks. And, like, walked out thinking, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, did I just do that? Ended up getting a call back, and so did Bailey for Sophie and Sky on the next Sunday. And I woke up on Sunday morning to go to my callback. My whole mouth had broke out in cold sores, and I woke up with tonsillitis. And I was like, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. Like, I ended up getting a real bad fever on the way over, like driving over, like shaking, like feverish. And I walked into the audition, like pale, sweating, cold sores, like so bad. And they looked at me and they went, okay, cool. And I was like,
I am dedicated.
cool.
Yeah,
I know. I was
you're
like just
here.
standing there, like, because my mind just goes all cloudy whenever I'm sick. So it's like, I hope that they are super clear with instructions. Like, and I'm thinking we're just going to go in and read a few lines.
Yeah.
Turns out we're singing, dancing, and reading lines.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
Bailey and I had to do the partners dance for Sky and Sophie, and he pretty much carried me through the whole thing because I couldn't carry myself to do it. And like, I got through it and it was great and it was fine. And, you know, I don't think they thought I was too sick except for the cold sores on my face. But did that. It was great. But the other 2 who were going for Sophie and Sky in the callbacks ended up getting it, and they totally deserved it. Like, they are incredible
Awesome.
people who suit the roles very well, and I'm very happy to be an understudy of, her name's Laura, who's playing Sophie, and she's got a beautiful singing voice, like absolutely stunning, and she suits it so well. So I'm glad to be an understudy for her.
That's awesome.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
We might get in touch with them, man. Bring some of the crew from. That would be cool.
That would
yeah.
be wicked.
That
They
would be
would
cool.
love it.
That
Yeah.
would be cool.
Diane,
Mm.
who's the director of Mamma Mia, awesome lady. Like, she's so cool. I reckon.
Diane, call us.
Yeah, Diane, Joe, and
yeah.
Emily. So Diane, director, Joe, musical director, Emily, choreographer. The most wicked team. Like, unstoppable. They're so
Love it.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many days are you gonna do the show? Do you know how many presentations?
I think
How
there's
many?
8.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
that's
8.
solid.
So you go as an understudy, you just sort of wait on every show, just
Pretty much. But
That's
I'm
cool.
I'm a dancer, so I'll be in every song.
Yeah.
To do my little boogie.
Little
cool.
boogie.
My little boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
Was it the first? Have you been to other drama groups or theater groups? Like, have you done that before? Being part of
Nah. So it was Thames Mad, Thames Music and Drama. And everyone's like a little family there, so everyone knew everyone, and I knew no one. So like walked in like, hey guys, and they were like, hey, like so welcoming and lovely. But they were all talking like they knew each other for years, and I was just like sitting there like twiddling my thumbs, like I'm here. But
Come
now
on.
I feel like I'm part of the family, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
that's cool.
awesome. We have a question from our audience.
Ooh, exciting!
Cool. And where can I find your music, Brielle?
On my
Oh, and I'm sorry. There was sorry before you say that. There was another funny comment that says we tradies also listen to podcasts. To Silver Shadow. Thank you.
What was it? What was the name?
Silver Shadow. I
Mm.
don't know if I know, but anyway. Anyway, sorry. Where can we find your music, Brielle?
Right, so there is YouTube, Sebastien Pan's YouTube, who goes by Swan for his YouTube channel. All of our covers are on there, and our original song Together, No Better Than This. But I have an Instagram account that I post covers of songs, random videos of me singing, updates on what I'm doing, and so that's Brielle's Music _ on Instagram.
Cool. We can tag that. We can put on the description.
Cool,
Yeah,
thank
to make
you.
it
Yeah,
And
might
if-
have followed it.
Yeah.
I follow.
And if people start following you now, once the albums and the songs are done, they will see that coming. So that's a
That's
good
cool.
move. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, cool. Is it the main social media for you? You would say Instagram is the one that you upload more content.
I'm now trying to keep on top of it. I was so bad for so long that my mum actually said, I'm taking over your Instagram because you're terrible. So I had to give her the login because I'd never post. But this year I'm trying to keep on top of it. So whatever I post on Instagram, I'll post on Facebook the exact same.
Yep.
I know you can link it, but for some reason mine's not linking. It wants to link my personal account with my music account on Facebook, and it won't let me swap it around. So it's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
sort that out, Facebook.
So
yeah.
people from Facebook watching the show,
Okay, you could get
Come on,
Sort it
guys.
out.
can you help us out here with Brielle's career? Come on, do something about it. Damn. God damn.
Well, speaking of Facebook, our conversation before, I don't even know how to work the blooming thing.
Facebook, eh? Facebook is gone. Facebook is
It's like the radio; it's slowly dying.
but then it becomes cool. Then it's
Yeah.
like putting a vinyl on.
Maybe
you
give it a
know?
couple of years and Facebook will be like retro or something, because it's like it's so cool to post
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Oh my gosh, I hope that's a thing.
Mm.
I really do hope that's a thing where it's like, yeah, I post it on Facebook, and everyone's like, oh my god, that's so cool.
What is Facebook?
Yeah. What do you
It's
mean
vintage.
Facebook?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's vintage. Like you'd
At
be able
least it'll
to.
be like, oh, are you on Facebook? That's so gross.
We always joke about that. There's the Facebook crowd, there's the Instagram crowd, and
Yeah.
there's the TikTok crowd. But soon the Instagram will be Facebook.
Instagram will
all
be
our parents
It'll
and
be like
grandpa.
our cooler out.
Did you see when Instagram made that big announcement that they're linked with Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think that they should just merge the whole thing into one.
No, see, 'cause
it's
I feel
Meta.
like
Meta, isn't
yeah,
it?
the
It's happening. It's happening.
it'll
now.
be so much
Meta.
easier for my poor grandma. My poor
like,
grandma.
you know how like Twitter also used to be like Twitter used to be cool, right? And then it started not being cool,
Twitter,
and now
yeah.
it's up there. Twitter.
I don't
it's
even
back.
bother with Twitter.
Oh, I don't know
Not
how
your
to
thing, Brielle.
retweet and use it
No.
and stuff.
Are
But
you on Twitter?
I think I have an account, but it's not something I have an app for or check ever.
Right. I know that Reddit is a big thing now, right?
Oh yeah,
The young people are really into Reddit.
a lot of people into Reddit. Yeah.
Reddit? No, not your thing.
What?
Good on you, Brielle.
What's
Are you
Reddit?
Reddit?
What's
What's
Reddit?
man?
Are you
What
on
is
Reddit?
it? What?
I'm so lost if you
Should
can
I
tell by my
be there?
facials. Like,
No, you're fine. You're good.
so
Instagram's
explain
enough.
Reddit.
What is Reddit, Christine?
Well, because it's not like, I don't think it's like social media where you post about your life, but it's a lot of conversation topics. Like you can
Kind of like a
literally
forum,
yeah,
Like,
Oh,
yeah. So
nice.
you can search and comment, and they have their own lingo and stuff on there, eh? So
Oh my god. Sounds like a shit ton
I
of
do
drama
like reading.
to me.
It is because I
Same as
like
Twitter.
reading. I like reading the "Am I the Asshole" ones on Reddit.
Great.
Yeah, so I like reading those ones. So.
It's probably one of those platforms. No, you find the best and the worst in it.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta.
That's why I like Tyro Chit Chat and Fitty Chit Chat. I can read the drama, but I don't have to be a part of the drama. Like the comments where people are like at it, I'm like, ooh, we've got a debate going on.
I
Yes.
Oh,
could
this
add
person's
something
getting
in.
nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people are just like natural comedians, eh?
Yeah.
It's just fantastic. It looks like it's their
100%.
full-time job, eh? I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah.
amazed. Like they should be getting money for that. Some comments are just like, wow, bro.
And it's
you-
just so like effortless. Like it just the
Yeah.
shit
Some
they
people are just
say, I'm
so
like,
quick.
how are you so funny? And they're like,
yeah.
what do you mean? They don't even realize. I'm
No.
like, girl, God.
Stand-up comedy, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Would you go for something like that? You're an actress. Are you on that level? Would you go for a comedy, like for something
Nah, not my thing.
not your thing?
Not my thing. I just feel like comedy shows are a little bit overrated. Sorry to anyone who goes to comedy shows. I think I'd just sit there the whole time and just be like,
Eh,
Missed your joke.
I think it's because they're trying to be funny.
right.
That's what ruins it for me personally.
Yeah.
Unless it's someone who's like super smart and does like
Yeah.
little digs or like jokes that only a few people will get but other people won't. And it's like, I get that. I'll get that.
Yeah.
But I've never been to a comedy show and I don't think I'll buy tickets
Well,
to one.
comedians are a bit. I don't know. Like, what do you feel about the Chris Rock thing with Will Smith?
I was just about to
Did
say
you
that.
see? Did you see? Yeah, everybody saw that.
Everyone
No,
thought-
I
Everyone
heard
saw
What?
my grandma told me this morning. My
Oh my
grandma knew
God.
and I didn't.
Have you watched it though?
No.
Oh, mate.
Like for a
He-
17-year-old girl, I should be in on this.
Yeah. It's kind of like the
maybe.
hype thing to talk about, or like seriously, every social media platform that I have is just Will Smith
Yeah,
Mm.
because I saw my
slapping
mum
the
in the
taste out of
comments.
Chris Rock. That's it.
I saw my mum in the
That's it.
comments with her friend having like, they're both like on the same level and they're like, yeah, and why did you do this? And yeah, like celebrity privileges and da da da. And I was like, what is she
Whoa.
on? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And I was in Auckland with my grandma. I was like, what is going on? And then my grandma came to me.
She's like, let me fill you in.
Yeah, like you know the goss. Like
Yeah.
I literally just taught you how to use Facebook like a year ago. Like how do you know this and I don't? And she told me, but I actually don't know if it's correct because sometimes she knows what she's talking about and sometimes
You're
she
like,
doesn't.
Did you watch it?
I did. What did you think? I did.
I
I,
don't
saw
know,
the
'cause
clip.
I
I saw the whole clip.
I've
the
seen
joke,
her
Yeah.
slapping.
the joke, but there was
Chris
a
Rock.
joke before. There was
I didn't
something.
think of
Yeah.
that.
What did you think, Christine?
I don't know. Like I like it.
You
I've
don't
read
have to.
so
you
many
don't have to
things. No, I've
put
read
it
so
on
many
your
things
opinion.
about. It was like it was staged. Like they needed more views
It
for
was not
their.
staged.
I know. I don't think it was
It's not
staged either.
staged,
Like, but it definitely got the Oscars a lot of views because it's so
Yeah.
many people
Yeah.
talking about. It. I think the only thing that was a bit sad is that incident or that not incident, but that has taken away a lot of everyone else's.
Oh yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
know who won Oscars because that's all that's been talked about,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
That and like obviously Lady Gaga and Liza Minnelli's little moment. Like I thought that was like pretty cute, but
Mhm.
I missed that.
oh
God
no, she.
damn, Will Smith.
I
Yeah.
don't even
Come
know what
on.
we're talking
I missed
about.
But yeah, they
Yes.
had like a cute little moment because them two were like presenting an award, and you know they had a cute little moment. But
Oh.
that whole incident took away anyone else's win.
Yeah,
That's just
not
what I think.
cool.
Like
Nah.
he slapped him for a reason. I don't know whatever.
Well, he
but
apologized, right? He
They both apologised on
Mm.
their social medias, but
Yeah.
I just think that took the attention away from the winners because I wouldn't be able to tell you who won anything else except for Will Smith won Best Actor.
So Will Smith's wife has a condition where her hair falls out, correct?
Yeah, alopecia.
Yeah, and then Chris Rock made a joke about it in front
Well,
of everyone.
he made a joke about the way that she looks at the moment. She didn't say, "Oh, you got that." Is it a disease? Is that the word or a condition?
I think it's a condition because
condition.
Yeah, and this is literally what I've read on Facebook, so I don't know if anything's correct, but it's like stress related for her because I don't think she's always had it. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I think.
So he was like doing his comedic thing.
He commented on what, and she actually has been in a movie recently called Geo Jane, right?
Yeah, I don't know because there was a movie from the 90s, right, with Demi Moore that she shaved her head and that was part of the character.
Right. Okay.
So I didn't even know that she was.
I don't know. This is literally information I've been reading on social media, so who knows what's true? But yeah, I don't know.
From what I've heard, like
I don't know if it's worth getting up and smacking someone over
that's,
it. But
that's my point. You know, like if you're gonna do that to every comedian out there, you know, there's no more. There's no.
I'm seeing opportunity there, like marketing opportunity. We could start to sell helmets for comedians.
Ah, good man. ALTBAYS helmets.
Oh, smart.
Then we might as well start.
Or
making
ALTBAY bats, get some weapons in, and like, would you smack someone holding a bat?
Well, he got caught up in the moments, you know, like of seeing his wife upset, obviously, and reacted.
Yeah.
Which is not a good thing for humans anyway. We all do.
Yeah.
You know, so like people get caught up. Oh yeah, but like no one
Human
is made
emotion and unfortunate time.
Yeah, no one is made of steel. And I'm like, well, but that's the practice, right?
Yeah.
The practice is to not get offended by what people said. Oh, but it offended my wife. I said, well, bro, you know, like, you know, be better. You know, so
yeah,
like,
be better.
You
so
can't
like
control others' actions
Yeah.
and what they're gonna do and how they're feeling. You can only control yourself.
Yeah.
So like
worse than slap him was nobody took him out of there, you know, like, and he went there and went up and got the
and
Oscar.
then, he got to
you know,
receive his Oscar
like
later on.
it's an aggression, right?
well, he should at least be out of the Oscar celebration, isn't it? Because I don't know.
Who knows?
But in saying that, if you're gonna publicly humiliate someone in front of like a very large crowd,
But
I would not
don't know.
expect
They
violence.
Comedians,
Yeah.
they roast
But they do that
all the time. That's why they
all
get
the
comedians
time.
to host the most. 'Cause
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah.
They can work the crowd without it being scripted, I guess.
I wonder if Will Smith's wife, I don't know.
Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, I wonder if her reaction was different. If she laughed about it and laughed it off, I think Will Smith would have left it.
Oh, he laughed.
He laughed at first.
He laughed at
No
first.
way.
Yeah.
And then sort of
That makes
sue her.
no sense.
But then he
But
also
then at the same
justified
time,
saying that
I've
like,
seen a lot of
yeah.
people laugh before they attack. Like it's like I'm gonna get you.
Well, I reckon he saw
Yeah.
her face and he was like, if I don't do something now, I'm gonna
I'm in
pay
trouble.
at
I'm gonna
home.
get in
Yeah.
trouble.
You know,
and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
probably.
And I don't know. I'm scared of her face as well. She looks pretty, I don't know, like a beach face.
Great resting bitch.
But in saying that, Jada could have always defended herself. Like there are so many
Well,
other options, or you could have just
Yeah.
left it.
I think it was just
yeah.
human emotion and
Yeah.
just I don't know.
Not great.
No,
though,
not great,
Slapping
but-
someone in the face. Yeah, especially like a big comedian like Chris Rock, such a like.
On a big
Legend.
like you know the Oscars. Yeah. But I think
no,
out
I'm
of
so
all
not
of
for
it,
violence.
it's a shame that it took the
Mm,
attention away from everyone who won an Oscar.
that's right.
Yeah.
Totally.
And that's an interesting thing.
And watch the Lady Gaga a little bit. It's
Yeah.
cute.
Oh yeah. No, I want to. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I didn't see anything else apart
Yeah.
from that. And
Exactly.
that's the thing about being an artist. They're like adapting to whatever happens and being ready on stage. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. You
Yeah.
gotta be kind of like prepared for the.
Especially when you're doing a drama performance and you're doing a solo and you ask a question, but you actually the audience shouldn't answer, but you ask a question and they answer
Or you
anyways.
get a heckler.
And it's like, right, what do you do? Yeah, what do you do now? So my tactic is if someone answers, you just look at them,
Yeah.
carry on.
And they freak out. They're like, oh,
You just look at them for 3 seconds,
attention.
Stay there.
just like, and then just go back into character. Miss Goebel taught me that one.
Shout out
She's
to
a
Jamie
queen.
Gogo. Yeah.
She taught me so much, and pretty much my whole year 11 drama, lost all faith in myself, literally didn't pick drama in year 12, but, thought I was bad at it, thought I was shit, and Miss Goebel was like, what are you doing? You're picking drama now. She got Mr. Wilkinson to come in and be like, you're doing this. pick drama, and she got me back on my feet. So she is amazing, incredible woman. Appreciate her so much.
She is. She's in Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
No,
Cambridge.
Cambridge. Yeah, that's right.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Jamie. Yes.
Indeed.
We're coming to the end of our show. How cool is it? I know, right?
Thank
How
you
did you feel
So good.
since you didn't realize it was live until the
2
clip
hours,
was-
Brielle. We've
Yeah.
been here for 2 hours. There
Yeah.
you go.
Really embarrassing. That was funny when I came here. And you're like, yeah, so we're gonna go live. I was like,
What?
Oh, yeah, that's
go
right.
Live, go live.
Live.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah. Wait, so we don't edit any of this?
No. But it looks so like looks like it's professionally edited. Like when I was watching the YouTube videos.
Real time.
Like it was like switching between the cameras. And there's so much going on.
It's happening.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I think we should stop telling the guests that it's live.
Yeah.
Let's
so
just.
My nerves went through the roof as soon as you said that. I was like, what if I say something bad? They can't edit it out.
No.
I've got to be
No.
careful. For
No.
this
We'll make it a clip.
Yeah, that's right.
on replay.
Yeah.
You did pretty well, though. I think we did
Thank
pretty well
you.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
It's been
it's
so
been
much fun.
Thank you.
Aw.
So Instagram, Spotify, just look for Brielle.
Her sound on TikTok soon.
Hope
Be on
so.
TikTok soon. Hopefully CFM will be playing the original songs as well. Oh, and how do we support the business thing? How do we get more information, or if we want to support the album and Doco thing, is that a way or not yet?
If
Yep.
you can support in any way you can, documentary or album wise, it doesn't have to be donations, even though that is a thing. But in any shape or form, you can help out. Email. Brooke and I have an email set up for this project. It's brookeandbriellemusic@gmail.com. Just flick us an email saying how you can help, and it would be greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated.
Sweet.
Cool. We'll put that on the description as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Christine.
Yeah,
you for
thanks
having me.
for
It's been
staying.
good
Yeah.
chat. Good show back after 2.5 weeks, or however long it's been.
It's good to see you again.
Yes. Good to be back.
And what a pleasure. Thank you so much,
Oh,
Brielle.
no, thank you, guys. It's been awesome.
We'll bring you again probably when you're touring around the country and busy and you
only if
stop
you've
in the
got time for
Coromandel
us.
and be like, yeah, have you got
No.
time for us,
Yeah.
Brielle?
I will never forget about you. Ever.
That's good.
Ever.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Guys, you got to be patient. Sometimes we have problems with the live stream. Sometimes it's the internet, it's not us. But this show, it's always in its full form on the podcast platforms. We are in all of them: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. So if you missed the live stream, don't worry. It will be on YouTube tomorrow. Actually, after the show, it's on YouTube and also in all the podcast platforms, ALTBAYS.NZ. And you will find us there and you can listen to this whole conversation again. Or for the first time if you missed it. Okay? I'll see you guys on Friday. It's going to be a great show with my friend Benji from the band Flexies. He's a young fella, cool guy, very smart, and we're going to have a great time here. I'll see you on Friday. Ciao.
ALTBAYS.